Okay, check it out, man. Kansas City Chiefs, y'all. We're live. We're live right here, YouTube. Guitar Journeys. Hello, everybody. My name is Robert. I am your host. This is my YouTube channel. We are live in Kansas. Y'all watching me on TV. I hope you enjoy my entertainment. I am a very entertaining and funny and cool person, okay? And not only that, but I am an upcoming guitarist star. You know, you gotta look at it like, check it out, man. Check it out. Check it out. If you don't believe in yourself, who's gonna believe in you? Huh? All right. So that's what you gotta keep in mind. That if you don't believe in yourself, who will? Okay? I believe in myself. I know what I can do on this thing. Not everything I do is perfect. Not everything I do is great. But if you listen, it sounds real nice. That's the important thing, okay? All right, 3 people, holy moly. Hey, what's going on, Anthony? How you doing, brother? All right, is that Jules? Jules, yeah, Jules. Hello, how are you doing today? So one of the reasons I come, hey, Mia, what's up? So one of the reasons I'm coming on today at 12 o'clock noon is to let y'all know and remind you about tonight at 7 o'clock. I will be live at 7 o'clock tonight. I got some big news for y'all. Check this out. I'm subscribed. Cool. Thank you, Jules. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. Good. Hey, good, Anthony. I'm glad you're doing good today. So I got a little story to tell y'all. So don't go nowhere. Okay, there's 16 people watching me right now, okay? Don't go nowhere because this is an interesting story. I promise you. You're going to be entertained. I'm good. I'm doing real good. I got some big news I want to tell everybody. So don't nobody leave. Okay, 18 people. Y'all stick around. I want to tell you this story. Okay, when I was about probably, I'm going to guess around 5, maybe 4 or 5, somewhere around there. Okay, cool, man. Thanks, man. Hi there. Okay, so when I was about 4 or 5 years old, my dad took me to go see my great-grandfather. All right. He didn't live very far from us. He only lived a couple of miles away, and I'm not real sure, like, why. You know, he never came over. I never met him before. But anyways, I think that he was dying. Okay. And he was old. I don't know how old, but I know he was old. And So when he homesteaded in Kansas, he built a little cabin, right? And later he built a bigger house. And then he had a nursery, Wagner's Nursery. It was in Hutchinson, Kansas, if y'all want to look it up or anything like that. Okay, so anyways, he wanted, I guess he wanted to be in that little cabin because that's where he was at when we went to go see him. And you're going to go to school. That's cool, man. You're a little guy. Okay, so anyways, check this out now. So he passed away, and I never really knew very much about my great-grandfather. His name was Clyde. Him and I had the same birthday. And yeah, a couple of years ago, I asked my sister if she could look it up and try to find out where he was buried. So she found out which cemetery he was in, and my wife and I went over there. I'm not sure, I don't think it was on Memorial Weekend or anything like that. We were just in that town. It's about 2 hours away from where we live, but it's where I grew up. So we were in town doing something. I think we went to a car show is why we were there. So my wife and I spent probably over an hour walking around in that cemetery looking for my great-grandfather. Hey, what's going on, Ricky? I'm telling a story about my great-grandfather. So, yeah, we couldn't find his grave. We looked and looked and we couldn't find it. Then I just kind of put it off for a couple of years. We go down to that town every Memorial Weekend. I have my grandfather, which would be my great-grandfather's son. Him and his brother and his mom are buried in another cemetery. So we go down there every year. I get some fake flowers and we take some real flowers and we go down there and we decorate the graves up real nice. So this year I thought, I really want to find out where my great-grandfather's at. So I called the cemetery, and there was I say older guy because of his voice. He's probably maybe a little bit older than me, I would guess, maybe in his 70s. I'm in my 60s. I think maybe he's in his 70s. Anyways, I asked him if he could help me find my grandfather. So he said, what's his name, and this and that, give me some information. I said, I really don't have no information other than I got his name, And so he got to looking, and he'd look and look and look, and he couldn't find it. And I said, man, I don't know. Is there any other way we could look for him? Because I think that he's there in that cemetery. And then I said something. I'm not sure what I said, I'm not really for sure what it was that I told him. But he said, let me check something else. And he looked and he said, oh, I found him. He said, yeah, man, he's not in order, and he's not in alphabetical order. He said, but I found him. Clyde Wagner. And I said, yeah, that's him. That's him. This is the funny part. Check this out. He said, okay, so he's on the the west side of the cemetery. He said, go to the mausoleum, to the east side of the mausoleum, and then go east about 100 feet, and that's where your grandfather's at. And I said, oh, that's cool, man. I don't think no one's been out there in years and years and years. I mean, I never remember going out there as a kid. I never remember that. But this is the funny part. I said, well, I'm going to go out there and put some flowers on his grave. I said, man, he's going to be surprised to see me. And that guy said, yes, he will be very surprised. I thought, oh, that's cool, man. I wonder if that old guy, tries to communicate with all the dead people out there or something. But yeah, he told me that he's going to be there all day on Sunday. That if I need any help finding him, just come and let him know. And he'd help me find my grandfather. So yeah, I really don't know what happened in the family. there was some kind of a major split between him and my great-grandmother and my grandfather. Something happened somewhere to where he was kind of like shunned from the family, I think. I'm not real sure, but my dad mentioned something one time about someone in our family got thrown in prison for bootlegging. I'm not sure. It might have been him. That might have kind of been what happened, but I'm not really sure. Oh, cool. How old are you going to be, Anthony? You're pretty young if you're going to start school. I need to go through school again, man. I need to start with preschool and go all the way up to high school because I kind of missed most of my school. Hey, Ricky, I added those 2 songs that you told me. And they're pretty good, man. I like them. I'm jamming out. I've been jamming out on them. So here's another thing that I want to tell you guys. Just released 2 songs. You just released 2 songs. Cool, man. Did you write them yourself? See, that's where I don't have no talent, man. I can't write a song. I can't even write an envelope. More or less a song. Okay, something else. So for the last 2 years, yeah, that's cool, man. I'm going to look for them on YouTube. So for the last 2 years, when I go to the cemetery, my wife and I, we drive down there and we decorate the graves and we kind of hang out for, I don't know, 10 or 15 minutes. And then we cut out, and I told my wife, I said, we should stay there a little bit longer. Maybe have a picnic or something. I don't know. And my wife said, no, I don't want to have a picnic in the cemetery. I said, well, that's okay. I mean, ain't nobody going to bother you, right? Just sit out of the chair and get the ice chest and make a sandwich and have a picnic, man. So, but the last 2 years, I've taken my little travel guitar with me. And I was going to play in the cemetery. I thought it'd be kind of cool, man. I could play like a couple of church songs. I could play like some old country, some old Hank Williams. Something I think that my grandfather would like. So anyways, this year I'm going to do it. I chickened out the last 2 years. All right, I chickened out, man. We got out there. If I remember right, the last couple of years that we went, it was already pretty hot. And honestly, we didn't feel like staying very long. There's no shade out there, no trees, it's just, but I chickened out, I didn't play my guitar 2 years in a row. But this year, I'm taking my Acoustasonic. Okay, I'm taking my JBL party speaker, and I'm gonna crank it up, man. I'm gonna play probably I Can Only Imagine, and then maybe Jesus Does. And my family's never been much of a church people, like my grandfather, my grandmother. I never remember them going to church. But I guarantee he would get a kick out of some Hank Williams. So I played maybe some Hank Williams, maybe some Patsy Cline, stuff like that. And then I'll probably just rip one out. Do like an Eric Clapton or something right before I leave. Just jam it. Why not, man? They're going to kick me out anyways, right? Should play some Matthew West. Brother, you're just full of country people. At night when after my wife goes to sleep, and I put on my headphones because my TV is I Bluetooth my TV to my headphones, and then I go to YouTube and I watch people play. I was trying to learn like how to sound more country in my licks. Or not my licks, but my soloing. I was trying to figure out how could I sound a little more country, right? I might have to study that a little bit more. But I stumbled onto a, oh yeah, I know Matthew West. I know him. I think I got a couple of his songs. Yeah, I know who he is. Yeah, yep. No, I know who you're talking about, Matthew West. I have a couple of his songs on my iPad. So, I stumbled onto a video of Vince Gill, right? And I said, "Oh man, Vince Gill's my favorite country artist. Why am I not doing any Vince Gill?" So today, usually like around 2 or 2:30, I go and I take a little time just to lay down on the bed and relax, and I put on my headphones and I listen to music. And today I'm going to listen to some Vince Gill, and I'm going to pick out a couple of Vince Gill songs. But yeah, Ricky, I added those 2 songs you told me about. And then there's another one that I was listening to that I really liked. I haven't been able to find it yet today, but I'll listen to it some more. I'll listen to some more Travis Tritt, because there was a song about that he was going to be famous one day. Oh, you're going to do a live show tomorrow? All right, man, that's cool. I'll check you out. Tomorrow, Saturday night at 6 or 7. Okay, I'll check you out, bud. For sure, I'll be there. I know I showed some of you guys the other day, because I remember Ricky was commenting about it on Wednesday. But I ordered me something that I've been wanting for a long time. I just, I don't know. I feel kind of guilty sometimes when I buy stuff. But I've been wanting this forever. This is an Ibanez Tube Screamer. Man, I can't wait to get that thing. I've been looking outside, checking the mail. Sometimes they stick stuff in the mailbox if it's not very big. Oh yeah, okay. Man, you know you're Travis Tritt, don't you? I'm going to be somebody. I'm going to be somebody. Yep, that's the name of it, all right. I remember. I'll write that down. Because I'm going to tell you all something. And y'all mark my word, because what I'm telling you is true. This is the beginning of me. Okay? I'm like Ricky. I'm just getting started. Yes, sir. He's your inspiration. That's cool, man. I'm watching your live my first time. Well, thank you, Anthony. I appreciate that. I'm going to be somebody. I'm going to be somebody. That's kind of how I feel. Okay? I've been playing for 15 years. I'll tell you where I made what a mistake I made. The guy that I was buying courses from, he kept pushing it to memorize everything. So I have all these courses that I was buying from this guy, and I was trying to memorize everything in that course. Every lick, every song, every solo, every scale, and it took me years to try to memorize all that stuff, and I'm going to tell you that was a mistake. Don't do that. Don't do that, man. Don't let nobody tell you to memorize everything, because it's like when you go to school and you, like after you graduate and a few years later, you don't remember how to do like certain things like math and stuff like that. That's how it is when you go and you learn a whole bunch of stuff and you memorize a whole bunch of stuff. If you don't play it like every day or review it every day, it goes out of your mind. You know, I mean, you forget it. So don't do that. Don't go and try to memorize a bunch of stuff. It's better if you can read it. Okay? It's like, okay, you're going to read a book, you're going to memorize everything that's in that book. Why? You could go back and read it again later. See what I'm saying? If you learn how to read music, read the tablature, you'd read it. You don't have to memorize it. If you can read it, you can read it. You see what I'm saying? So don't do what I did, because it literally took me years off of my how you want to say your progression. It took years off of that because I was busy, trying to memorize everything. Yeah, don't do it, man. It's okay to memorize the scales, but even then, there's a lot to memorize. Okay, I memorized all of the pentatonic, the 5 boxes. I memorized all of the modes, because the modes are just an extension of the 5 boxes. And I did at one time memorize the harmonic. It's called the harmonic scale, which is kind of like where Santana gets his stuff from. How he like solos in the harmonic scale. So if you want to get that Santana sound, that's where that comes from. Look it up. If anyone's interested in seeing what I'm talking about, just Google, do a Google search or do a YouTube. There'll be someone on there showing you how to do it. But yeah, I also bought I bought books, I'm trying to see where that book is at. Oh, it's in the other room. But I bought all these courses to solo, thinking that it would really help me with soloing, and it really didn't. I mean, maybe it did. I do have an Instagram, but I don't go there very much. I haven't been on my Instagram in months and months. Yeah, I've done a lot of studying, I've done a lot of practice, I've done a lot of courses, and now I'm just kind of trying to play, trying to get more used to playing, and I have a course. It's called the Cage System. I know most guitar players have heard of the Cage System, and I'm going through that Cage System again, and okay, so the chords that are played the most are your open chords, and this is a good one for you, Ricky. I was thinking about you when I was thinking about this course the other day. On the C and on the G, on the open chords, there's not really a good minor. So if you want to play a really good minor in the C and the G, check this out. Check this out, man. I'm going to show you something. Okay. Right here, okay? There's a 3 and the 5, okay? 3 and the 5. Right here is your G, okay? That's your 6th string G. Well, to make a minor, you just take that finger off. So you have a G minor. So you have a G minor. Okay? For the C, it's right there. All you do is just go like this. This is a 5th string bar chord. Okay, that's your C. And for a C minor, it's like this. Okay. Yeah, I think there really is a C or a G minor on the open scale, but here's your G, right? I know that this is a G7, I think like that. But I don't really know of a G minor. And I really don't know about a C minor. Here's a C and here's a C7. I don't know how you can make a C minor. There's always a way to make some kind of a chord that sounds, like what you're looking for. But for me, man, that's my go-to. Your dad lives on Twitch. All right, Anthony, that's cool, man. Well, you hang out, kid. Maybe you'll learn something. Anthony, you interested in playing a guitar? Also, Ricky, when you play the C, this is your C7 right here. Okay. See how I'm doing that right there? That's your C7. And it's the same with all of your. That's a D. That's a E. That's a F. F sharp. G. And yeah, the sooner you get started on those bar chords, man, the better you're going to be. But the chord that I'm trying to learn, and I'm just like anyone else, man. When I try to learn something, it's difficult. Okay, so check out the cage system. I'm going to show you real quick. I'm going to show you in the C. Okay, that's a C shape, open C shape. Then you go down here. That's a C. Okay, then you're going to go up here like this. That's the top end of a G in a C shape. The top end of a C in a G shape. Okay, well this is the bottom end, and this is what you see a lot of people playing. I see a lot of country people playing this right here. Okay, this is a C. That's a bottom end of a G shape. Okay, so you have a C right here, right? 5th fret, G string. 5th fret, G string, the C. And then on the high E, you have a C. So you want to put your finger, I go one above, I go on the D string. I bar all of those right there. You get more of a full sound. Let me see, am I in the right place? Nope. There we go. Like that. See, if you do it just on the C's, it don't sound quite as good as if you do all of them like that. Then you get a better sound. Okay, and then from there you go down to the E shape. This is an E shape because that's your E, right? That's your E. So they call that an E shape. So you go down to your C. Okay, on the E shape. It's a C chord on an E shape. Okay, right here is another C. See that right there? B, C. B, C. Okay. So this here is called a D shape. Where you put your... See how I'm doing that? Can you see it? I know it gets a little bit overwhelming and maybe a little confusing, but if you go to YouTube, there's so many people on there they're giving you lessons on how to use the cage system. Okay, the really good thing about the cage system, all right, well, all of your bar chords, right, the 6th string, the 5th string, the C shape. See, if you just go like this is one of Eric Clapton's favorite chords that he likes to play. He uses this C shape. Okay, so this is a C shape, right? Like like down here if you're doing a regular C. Okay, so go over here and then put your finger, their pinky, on the G string. That's a D7. Just like here, it's a C7. Oh no, here's the D7. Here's the E7, E, F, G, and A. So, two reasons why you want to learn the cage system. One, you learn more chords. Two, you learn where your notes are at on your fretboard. So that's two really important things about playing the guitar. You want as many chords, kind of like how you was talking about your licks or your solos. You want as many chords in your bag as you can get. When the song is playing, a song will go up and down, up and down, all throughout the whole song. Well, you want to be able to go up and down with the song. When they go low, you want to go low. That's a low F right here, right? Okay, well your high F is over here. Okay, well if you go like this, you kind of have like almost like an in-between. Okay, so you want to get like more, the more chords that are going up and down, so you can go up and down with it. Now on the D shape, it doesn't really make a very good sounding chord. But I guess it is a chord, right? That's an F, that's an E. But it takes time and practice. I should have been doing it earlier, you know, but you're in the car. All right, kid. Who's driving? I hope you're not driving. Hey, Ricky, do you see my speaker? You seen it? Well, I know you've seen it in my videos. If you look around, man, you can find these on sale sometimes. They're a very good speaker for doing like live shows, especially if you want to go out like on the street and play, or in a parking lot or something. It's rechargeable. It has about 20 hours on it, full charge, and you can hook any guitar into that thing, and you can Bluetooth whatever music you want. If you know, like, so I know you write your own music, but if you had like something to go along with it, it might give it a little more full sound, like maybe even a drum machine, or something to kind of, I mean, I'm not no way trying to tell you, you know, you're on your own as far as writing music and playing, man. You'll figure that out yourself. But I've been looking into amplifiers that are battery powered, and here's what I found out. That this is just from the research that I've done. Okay, there are quite a few amps. Most of them are called Cube Street, and they're rechargeable, but they don't have like good reviews. They don't have like, I mean, most people do say that they sound real nice, but in general, I figured out that if you got one of those battery packs, you know, I have one that's not very big. My son gave me for Christmas one year, and you charge it up, and it will run an amplifier, a very small amplifier, but you can get some bigger ones, and I even found one that I really liked that had solar power, so you could set up like in a, like, let's say like at a parking lot or a park, or on the sidewalk, if you want to do like street performing. You can set up somewhere and when you open up that solar, it keeps it charged while you're playing. And oh, what else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I found some speakers that I really like. They're called the Mackie Thumps, and they have different sizes. So depending on like how much money you want to spend, basically, or how loud you want to play. But they're Bluetooth speakers. So they're wireless, they're Bluetooth. You take them, you charge them up, you take them out. And so with the amp and the battery pack and the Mackie Thumps that are rechargeable Bluetooth speakers, you have a nice setup. I mean, you can put out some volume. Hello, how's it going? Good to see you. Thank you for checking me out. something else that I figured out this week. I should have known. I should have known it. Oh, I wonder about something. Hang on. I'm going to check something out, guys. I'm going to see if I can see myself on on live. Hang on a sec. No, I don't see it. I don't see it on YouTube, but I should. Right, let me go to my channel. Sorry, guys. Give me just a second. I'm trying to see if I can see myself on YouTube. I don't know how that works, but I don't see myself. I thought I'd be able to see myself, but I don't see myself. I don't want to mess with too much. No, there's nothing in there. I want to mess with too much. I don't want to shut it off. I thought I'd be able to see it on here, but I don't see it. Anyways, okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I messed something up. Alright, we'll stay off of that because I'm afraid I'll mess it up. You're going to go to the park today? Alright, man, that sounds cool, buddy. I think we're going to get some rain over here, but I'm not real sure. I'm going to go to the park too. I'm going to go to the park on Sunday. We're planning on getting some Kentucky Fried Chicken and going to the cemetery and have a picnic with my great-great-grandfather, who I never knew. So, tell your dad I said hi, okay? Working on that forever, right? I mean, literally forever. And I watched a video yesterday. I watched a video yesterday with the guy that actually created that little riff, Ed King. He's the guy that was one of the founding members of Lynyrd Skynyrd. And he told the story about how Gary Rosenthal, I think I pronounced it right, but Gary was sitting there playing something on his guitar, and he had just gotten a brand new Stratocaster like the day before, and he sat down, and Gary Rosenthal was playing something. It's like the background of Sweet Home Alabama. I actually never really noticed it. I'm going to go back and listen to that, but he was playing some little tune, and then Ed King came over and sat down with him. Well, actually, the beginning of it had the double, like you bump, bump, and then you hit the top string, bump, 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 bump. Watch. Right there, see? Right there. Right there. Okay, and then you go to... He was showing like, okay, so on the other part, I was playing it like this. And he actually was doing it different. So that part there, you make it sound like this part. So you do it like that. Turn it up. I James, what's going on, man? You can't hear that, brother? Because it's pretty loud over here. That's the fun stuff, man. Let me see. Hang on. Yeah, you like that? All right, man. We got her turned up. I dig on Eric Clapton, man. Eric Clapton's my guy. I love his music, and for some reason I click with it. So when you find somebody like that, that's a good thing, man. That you're going to stick with that. Took me a long time to try to figure out. Cool, man. It took me a long time to try to figure out what boxes Eric Clapton was playing in right there. You know, that's a skill, man. When you can, when you listen to somebody or you watch somebody, and you can say like, oh man, he's playing in box 4, he's playing a minor and a box 4, and he's playing a box 4 and a box 5. So that's kind of a skill, man, you want to work on, you know, when you watch somebody or you listen to something or you try to play something, try to figure out like, okay, what box is that in? Okay, so at first I thought he was doing like a box 1 right here or a box 2 right there. But it's a box 4. So right here is a box 4. Box 5 is over here. See? Cool. So when you go, so he's playing this side is the box 4, this side is a box 5. Anyways, they still can be played on box 2, I guess. I guess you could play a box 2 and a box 5. little practice exercises I do. They're all overrated. Kansas City sucks. Oh, dude, come on, man. Well, I'll tell you something honestly. I usually don't wear Kansas City stuff because I don't want people. I mean, I know, I get it, man. Not everybody likes the Chiefs, right? I get it. So I don't usually use Kansas City or wear Kansas City stuff. But here's the thing, man. You got to look at it like this. Well, how much fun would it be if everyone liked the same team, right? I lived in Colorado for 32 years, and I was a Chiefs fan. See, someone said they liked the hat. Okay, so people over there, they take that Bronco stuff too serious. I did learn the hard way, do not go into a bar after the Chiefs beat the Broncos wearing Bronco stuff. I mean Kansas City stuff. Unless you want to fight. Because the whole bar will want to fight you. Okay? Don't ever do that. Right? A buddy of mine had season tickets in Denver for the Broncos. And the Chiefs were playing the Broncos. And he wanted me, get a load of this, he wanted me to deck out in Kansas City stuff and go to the Bronco Stadium for the Bronco and the Kansas City game. I said, man, what the hell are you on, man? I mean, why would you think that I'd want to go like that? I mean, come on, man, they're going to kill me. I mean, literally kill me. So I said, no way, dude, I'm not doing that. He said, do you want to go to the game? And I said, no, I don't want to go, man. I said, no, because you're going to tell everybody that I'm a Chiefs fan and they're going to kill me. And he said, we'll deck you all out in Bronco stuff, man. Bronco everything, Bronco hat, Bronco shirt, Bronco coat, everything, man. Nobody's going to know you're a Chiefs fan. And I said, no, I don't think I want to go. And I'm glad I didn't go because the Broncos beat them pretty bad that night. So I'm glad I didn't go. Hey, you don't like my hat? It's gone. Uh-oh. 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 You don't like my hat, brother? I got rid of it. How's that? So funny thing, man, the two of the riffs that I've been working on the longest. Okay, and then this one. One of my favorite songs, Simple Man by Leonard Skinner. My wife and I were driving down the road one day and a song came on, and I told my wife, I said, you know what, I think I'm gonna try to learn that. Put the hat back on, come on. Nah, you guys don't like my hat, that's all good, man, it's all good. But I'm gonna show you how we roll over here, man. We got Kansas City Chiefs stuff literally everywhere. I like to put it all over the house, like a little bit everywhere, right? Got like a soap dispenser in the bathroom. Got like some Kansas City stuff in the bedroom. I got it down in the living room. I just got a little bit everywhere. I do have something that I think is going to be worth some money. I have four, count it, four, Patrick Mahomes rookie cards, right? The year that he won the Super Bowl, 2018, was his first year with the Chiefs. And I got four cards that they're going to be worth some money, man. I know they are. And when one of these days, I'm gonna try to get Patrick Mahomes to sign those cards. And if he has a career like I think he's gonna have, if he doesn't get injured and have to retire early, if he has a long career like Brady, and about 20 years from now, those cards are gonna be worth maybe up to $1 million. I mean, I really don't know like how much would someone be willing to pay for 4 rookie cards, right? But yeah, I got a chance to get them for around 600, a little over 600 for the 4 of them, and I jumped on it. I said, yeah, I'll do that, man. That's a good investment right there. Show you guys because I can't play like cover music on my lives, or they'll take, I'm not for sure, man. I don't know if they won't give me credit for it or what, but what I do want to try though, what I think I can get away with playing not in here. I didn't put it in there yet. I've got hang on. Let me connect this to my Bluetooth. Oh, I don't have it on here. Hang with me, y'all. Let me see. Oh. I think I got this connected to the tablet. Hang on. Hang with me, y'all. I'm going to try to connect this to my Bluetooth speaker. Oh, there it is. Hang on. I didn't see it was down at the bottom. Hope it don't go blasting. There it is. Ha! All right, let's do it. Okay, hang on. B minor. Okay, here's a B right here. Because that shouldn't be. Oh yeah, it's a B right there. No, it's not. That's not a B. Hang on. Here's your B over here. Actually, that's a B right here. Now you see why I'm working on my soloing. Nice guitar. See you later. See you later, James. Take care, man. Cool, brother. Cool. But yeah, it takes a lot of practice to be able to solo. So I'm looking at this and it says it's in a B minor. So you go over here to your B. There's your B. But when I come down here, it's not lining up because there's a B right there. Try to figure this out. I'm about to figure that one out. Where's a B at over here? Some of you guys come over here and help me, okay? And maybe and overdrive. Well, okay, so here's the thing, man. I tried hooking this up to some pedals one time, and I didn't get good results out of it. I even tried stuffing a rag in that hole right there. I made it a little bit better, but check this out, man. You weren't on here earlier. I got myself this for Father's Day. Yeah, baby! That is the most popular guitar pedal on the planet. It's an Ibanez Tube Screamer overdrive pedal. I went with this one because it has different like settings on it. So like the other Tube Screamers, you get what you get, right? It has a tone and it has a level, maybe a gain or something like that. This one here has different settings. So anyways, I ordered that already, man. It's on the way. I'm still trying to figure out why that don't work out like that. See, I was playing it down here in an E flat. The original sound, the original song, hang on a minute. The original song is in an E flat. But that's a jam track. Hang on. I'm going to try to cut out the voice, the singing. Okay, so see, you can make a jam track. If you use the Moises app, you can make a jam track out of any song. Okay, you can cut out the voice, right? You can cut out that guitar playing. Come on. See, you can cut out the guitar playing. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. They're going to hit me for that. YouTube will hit me for having that song on there. So, yeah, you can't cut out all the voice on this one. Sometimes you can cut out all the voice and sometimes you can't. But, yeah, you can't. But the original song is in an E flat. So, Stevie Ray Vaughan always tuned his guitar down a half a step. So, if it was in an E, it'd come out of E flat. So what I was doing is coming over here. This is an E, and I go over here to the E flat, and then go over to box 1, and then box 2. And it was matching with the music, good. Now on the jam track, it said it's a B minor. So here's your B minor. Here's a B, there's a B, and there's a B. I guess that does work. fretboard. So what are some of you guys doing today? What's up for the day? It's 1 o'clock. What are you guys doing today? Anybody doing anything exciting? My wife was off of work for about 12 weeks. I checked your profile. Cool, man. Hey, you checking my profile? Are you like a genius with electronics? This kid told me he's gonna start like preschool or something. No, he's over here checking my profile. Oh man, that's crazy, kid. He's one of these smart kids. I barely knew how to put that profile on there. Yeah, he said yes, he's a genius. I bet you are, man. So anyways, my wife's been off work for about 12 weeks. And we've done more work on this house this spring than we've ever done ever before. We, I mean, we didn't do the roof, right, of course. But we had a roof put on, we had new gutters put on, and we done a bunch of landscaping where we put that white rock out there. We planted a bunch of rose bushes. We put some of those bricks, you know, landscaping bricks. So we've done more work out here, man, this year than ever. Oh wow, my wife put a bird feeder out on the porch, and we got all kinds of birds out here. Crazy, man. Hey Jules, what's up? Are you back? My wife went back to work, okay, and I took the week off. Only thing I've done all week is listen to music, play music, look at stuff that I want to buy. Oh, depending on the chords in my guitar. Okay. I can help you with that, man. I can help you with that. So I'm learning it too, right? But check out the cage system, because that's one of the things about the cage system. Okay, so check this out, all right? Let's see if I can get this right for you. Okay, we're gonna go right here, okay? This is a G right here, okay? You see that? That's a G. Now, if you take and do like this, that's a G chord. It's a G chord in the C shape, right? But what happens, because you got your pinky right there on that G, well, you could just come right down here and play a box 1 off of that G. And you don't have to play the chord. You know that that's a G, right? You come to this G and then play a box 1. And then go to the box. Let's see if we get this right. I don't think I did it right. Okay, you're supposed to be able to come back on a G, and this is a G over here. but you can. Did I get that? Is that a G? Let me see. Yeah. Box 4, honestly. That's another G right there. One thing that'll really help you, well, two things. Two things that'll really help you. Check out the cage system, and then try to learn as many notes as you can, okay? Try to learn like where the A's are at and where the G's are at, because that's the real common, and maybe the E's. That's a real common key for songs, So if you know where all your G's are at, and I'm going to show you a little trick. This is a G, right? Up here. Okay, go down 2 and over 2. That's another G. All right? Go down 2. And when you go to the B string, you have to add a fret. So if you go over 3, you're going to have another G. See? G, G, G. And if you come up and over 2, you're going to have another G. And then go down 2, you're going to have another G. And same thing with this. See? E, F, G. So work on learning your notes on your fretboard. That's really going to help you. Whatever note you start on, that's your scale. Okay? And I'm kind of finding out that you don't really have to start on that note. You just want to make sure you come back to it, and you want to like hit that note, you know. How they say, like, emphasize that note, like push it, you know what I mean? Like if you're gonna do it at a G, so a lot of times what I do, man, this is something that I've been doing lately. Go to this G right here. Wait, yeah, E, F, G. Okay, go to this G, okay? I do it with my pinky. If you want to play it in a major, do it with your pinky, right? That's box 3. Okay, now when you go over here, you're on that box 2. You come back over here. Then you're in a 3. Then you're in a 4. This is the G that I was telling you about right there. Right, and then you're 5. Then you go with the 1, and you start here, that's a G. And that's a G. It's a big puzzle, man. I heard you playing something like before now. It's a big puzzle. This guitar is like the biggest puzzle that you'll ever put together, and it's never a finished product. If you start right now, and you're this kid that's going to go to preschool or grade school, if he started right now, when he gets to be my age, he would be a really good guitar player for sure. He'd be like fantastic, but there's still room to learn. I guess like maybe Eric Clapton probably doesn't have a whole lot to learn anymore because he's been playing for probably 70 plus years, and he's a master. I mean, he's just definitely a master at the guitar. So there's probably not a whole lot that he could learn. He probably knows everything. But I would guess that he probably plays every day. I doubt it if he lets too many days go by without picking up a guitar. It's just something that you got to... Some people, they learn the open chords, they learn a couple of bar chords, they learn a couple of licks, and they're good. They don't want to really study, practice, or learn. They just want to be able to play a few songs, and they're happy with that. That's them. That's okay with that, you know? I mean, that's them. For me, no. I want to learn as much as I can. I want to get as good as I can. Okay, hey, check me out tonight at 7, okay? I'm going to be on live tonight at 7. Excuse me, guys. I can show you some courses. I can show you where to buy some courses that, and he'll be having a big sale this weekend, and he'll probably be having, well, no, he definitely will have a big sale on Father's Day. You can get courses like up to 40% off. And I'll show you and tell you where you can get those. Okay, check me out tonight at 7. It never hurts to take some lessons. Okay, take some lessons, buy some courses. Build up a little library of courses, and that's how you learn, man. You gotta learn from somebody. This is something that you just can't figure it out on your own. You just won't get it. All right, y'all. I'm gonna check out. I think it's gonna be dinner time for me. Time to have some lunch, and then I'm gonna go downstairs and crank up. Hey, man, how you doing? I'm good. How are you doing? I'm gonna go down and crank up the old amplifier. I've got my guitar room set up like a stage because I'm practicing to play in front of people on a stage or in a stage setting. I got a 3-year plan where in 3 years from now, I'm going to hit the road. One way or another, I'm going to buy an RV. And my wife and I are going to travel around. I'm going to play at nursing homes. That's going to be like my main thing, is I'm going to play at nursing homes. But my second thing is I'm going to do street performing while we're there. So, let's say I go to some city. I've got a couple of things lined up, a couple of shows lined up at the nursing homes. Well, after I get done playing at the nursing home, I'm usually pretty pumped up. Man, my adrenaline's going like 100 miles an hour, when I'm done playing at a nursing home. But from there, I would just maybe rest a little bit, or maybe just go straight out to the street. When I'm good and warmed up and good and fired up, I can jam. And 3 years from now, I'm going to be really good. There's no doubt about it. I'm going to be on fire, man. My future's so bright, I'm going to get me some shades. But here's the thing, man. This lady asked me the other day at a nursing home. She said, why don't you charge us to come out here? And I said, because I don't want to turn it into a job. That's why. I mean, I have fun coming out here. The people enjoy me. I have fun. And when I start turning it into a job, then it's not going to be fun no more. If I'm charging you guys, then you want to tell me like when I get there, when I got to leave, what to play, how I'm going to play. I said, I don't want to do that. I come out here, I tell you when I'm going to be here. I show up. I play until you tell me not to play no more. That's usually how I do it, man. As long as there's still people sitting there, and they haven't said for me to quit, I just keep playing. 2 hours is my limit, though. If I go 2 hours, I say I'm good, because usually I'm pretty tired after 2 hours. But in 3 years from now, I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm thinking about doing some looping. I don't know if any of you know what looping is. It's like where you, so you lay down one track where you like do the rhythm. Okay? And then you, on top of that, you could do another deal like, and you put that all together, right? That and then you solo, you kind of solo over that. So that's what looping is. There's guys that are doing it. If you want to watch some videos on YouTube, there's a guy there's a few people that are, they get real fancy, man. They got the keyboards, so they'll do a little keyboard, then they'll do a little drum. I don't think I'm going to get that fancy. I don't know how to play the keyboard. But, yeah, you don't know what's in your future. But I throw down some Bible stuff for you, some church stuff. So I watched this pastor on TV, and he says, don't dream little. Our God is not a little God. Our God is a big God. If you're going to dream big. Okay? Don't dream little. So, yeah, I dream big. I want to play in front of people, and I want to be as good as I can be, and I want to play loud. I like to play loud, man. All right, y'all. I'm going to cut out. I'm Robert with Guitar Journeys. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it very much. I will be back on here live tonight at 7 o'clock with a different hat. Oh, man. Hey, it's just a hat, guys, okay? Kansas City is just a team, right? So no matter what team you like, we're all brothers and sisters. We all like football. I mean, for those that like football, right? It doesn't really matter what team you like. Please don't fight over, oh, my team's better than your team. Because guess what? They're all winners and they're all losers, right? It's just a matter of who's going to win and lose that game. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Take care. Peace out, man.